So getting ready for St. Patrick's Day, Irish, we are going to make a few themed meals. I used to love doing themed meals when my kids were little, and now that they're grown up, not so much. They're all grown and we're missing out on some of that fun, but I can do it for you and make it WW friendly. The first recipe is Irish colcannon, which is a recipe that uses mashed potatoes, cabbage, and we're going to tweak it a little bit and change it up. For the colcannon recipe, I've never made it before, so this is new for me. Generally, you would use real potatoes or fresh potatoes. I'm going to start with making this one like a quick colcannon or like a cheaty colcannon. Green cabbage is what it normally calls for, and I'm going to put in some purple cabbage. These two will get sliced thin, chopped up, and then boiled. I'm going to boil them separately until they're nice and tender, and we'll incorporate it all together. But instead of just using water, I'm actually going to include vegetable bouillon. You can include any kind of bouillon you want to. I'm going to start with the green cabbage, boil it in the bouillon, remove it, and then I will boil the purple cabbage, just so the purple cabbage doesn't turn the green cabbage green. I can keep my colors kind of separated. There's no bleeding. We might as well include as much flavor in each step as possible. So I'm going to let this boil until it is tender and repeat the process, but using the purple cabbage. So I reserved the liquid that I cooked the two cabbages in, the yellow cabbage or the green cabbage and the purple cabbage. I reserved that liquid thinking that I was going to use it for the potatoes, but in the thought process was cook the cabbage separate, the green cabbage, and then cook the purple cabbage in the same liquid so that the cabbage didn't stain each other, forgetting that the liquid would also be stained. So now the cooking liquid is kind of a funky purple color. I have no idea what this is going to look like in the potatoes. So I'm going to do just a single serving of potatoes, or 2/3 of a cup. Let's see how funky that makes the potatoes. I really don't want funky potatoes for dinner, so I'm probably not going to use this. Yeah, definitely not. I don't want purple potatoes. That's not the color we were going for. We're going for green. For St. Patrick's Day, obviously. So yeah, not the best idea. I'll still use this maybe in a soup or a stock, but no, not going to be what we use for this recipe. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I'm going to measure out 2 cups the dry potato flakes, and this is 1/3 of a cup is the serving. So that means there'll be 6 servings in the dish. That's enough for our family. Everybody can have extras if they want, and then there'll be enough left over for lunches and things like that. Go in, and then enough stock to reconstitute that. And that you just have to play by taste. So I'm going to slowly pour that in. I know it takes quite a bit. Don't be alarmed. It takes quite a bit to get that going, so I am going to add more than you actually think it needs. And start stirring that together. And you see right away it starts to seize up. But we do have that beautiful purple in there. So colcannon is just a mixture of mashed potatoes, usually a home style mash, but I was just doing this to have a quick colcannon. I've never had it before. Even at the Irish and Scottish festival or the Celtic festival that we went to, I don't remember seeing it offered. But I mean, it's mashed potatoes and cabbage, so can't be that bad. This you will season with salt and pepper. Of course, we're going to incorporate 1 crushed clove of garlic. You can add more. You can go with less if you don't like garlic, or you can leave it out. If you find it's too dry, you can obviously add more liquid. Add the butter. You can add cheese. That sounds great. I have a cheese I want to use in my next recipe. A really cool Irish cheddar. I'm going to use that in another recipe that's going to go alongside this one, so we have kind of that themed dinner I was telling you about. I'm going to include quite a bit of the green onion, and I won't stir that in, so it will just sit on top for presentation for the family. So lots of green onion, garlic, colcannon. excited. We can't wait to try our Irish dinner all together. And believe it or not, it does not have corned beef. So it's not corned beef and cabbage. We're having colcannon, a great Irish cheddar cauliflower, and then a pesto gouda carbonara. So we've got a few starches going on, but it's a lot of fun. Thanks so much for watching.